Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the High Court had suspended the operationalization of 2023 Finance Act until the matter has been heard and decided. Remember, Okiya Mtata is in the court. We also have other individuals, also the manufacturers, are joined in this case, and they have a reason. And with all this, we know that the Attorney General, J.B. Muturi, together with the Treasury, CS Njuguna Ndung, appealed this matter at the Court of Appeal. And then the Court of Appeal decided to overturn the High Court ruling to allow operationalization of the 2023 Finance Act. From here, we are seeing drama. You can't imagine what the Kenya Kwanza government is doing right now. But again, keep it in mind, despite the fact that the High Court had suspended the operationalization of this act, still, Kenya Kwanza government went ahead to increase the price of fuel to match the Finance Bill Act 2023, and they increased by 13 shillings. This was impunity because again there was a court order which was barring the state from increasing anything in line with the Finance Bill Act 2023. Walifanya hivyo. Now come to this one. After the Court of Appeal allowed these individuals, today they are now backdating the house levy back to July 1st to start now taxing people. That means if you received a salary, in your next salary, they are going to double in the tax collection. Instead of 1.5%, it will be 3%. That's what they have done. And this was also shared in the Nation. Breaking news, Finance Act 2023 state backdate housing levy reduction to July 1st. KRA appointed the collection agents. And the Kenyans are also responding to this. Wanjiku, this is what he's saying. Ni kama hii mwezi sitakuwa na mshahara. Hii world coin inachezwa aje? Otwoma Junior is working or earning in Kenya a crime? Paul Rugendo. If by any chance the levy is disputed in court of law and the court rules in against it, will the government refund the money? That's when we will realize we are dealing with a criminal IMF-controlled government that's hell-bent to tax its people at every opportunity. This is how Kenyans are now responding to this, and those comments are just many. You will see people are pissed off with the government move to backdate taxes just because the High Court has allowed them. So the question is law being applied retrogressive, or what are we seeing? Because then this should have been in line with the timeline when the court made the ruling to allow the operationalization. That means starting from this month going forward. Why do you backdate? Because there was also another court order. These are the serious questions here. And when I look at all this, then I ask myself a question. We are seeing Azimio is now going into the meeting with the Kenya Kwanza side, which is good. But then on Azimio la Umoja's list, the first item on the priority list is the cost of living. So you ask yourself a question. Cost of living means some of these taxes should be dealt with. But then We are seeing a government that is even backdating to overtax Kenyans. The issue of fuel subsidy, not fuel subsidy, the issue of increasing a fuel price to match the finance bill against the court order. You tell me, if these are the signs that Ruto is showing, will Azimio succeed in the move to reduce the cost of living? Because we are seeing a rogue executive going ahead even to backdate so that they can tax what you already earned. Yani umeshakula mshahara, umepata mshahara, mpaka you've spent everything, but someone want to spend even what you have already, someone want to tax what you have already spent. Umekula mshahara kabisa kama ni chakula umenunua, sababu sasa saizi tu ni njaa ndio shida kubwa. Lakini hii serikali inataka kupiga tax even what you spend already. What is that? If they are following the law, then they should start from this month, August, going forward. And this case is yet to be heard and determined. So the question is, like someone has asked here, what if the court rule against this Finance Act? Will the state return the money back to the people? That will never work. So why in a hurry to collect and even backdate? Their aim is to collect more. They don't care whether they're milking you dry, but their interest is to get to your payslip and squeeze it properly. They don't care how many kids you have. They don't care about your needs. What they care the most is to have money from you. So, like someone said, and we did that video here, Ruto is listening more to IMF than he's listening to Kenyans who gave him a contract. Because right now, Ruto has signed a social contract with the Kenyans for the next 5 years. He has a certificate, alipewa na yule mtu nani? Yule mtu wa ABC. So he has a 5 years contract. Is he listening more to the people who gave him the contract through the ballot? Hata kama waliiba kupitia Kamango, because through the court now they had their way. Or is listening to IMF? And who is going to give the tax? Is it the IMF that is going to give this tax? Or the same people who go to the ballot to vote? It seems like he's listening from one side. He don't care about you. What he need is money. So for me, the discussion around cost of living in the 10-member committee between Azimio and Kenya Kwanza is going to flop. We are seeing the signs, the appetite to collect like more than what they need to. So what do you expect in this dialogue? Will these people touch on the cost of living to lower it down? The answer is no. Sasa hapa ndo tumefika kama Wakenya. You can see the kind of government we are having. Is Ruto a man who is going to respect the court order? He took oath of office to lead in line with our constitution and the law of the land. So he needs to respect judiciary. The question is even what he's doing in respect to the judiciary? Because if someone will go back to the court, it will be declared null and void. What they are doing is against what the court can interpret here. It can never agree with them. The ruling should start acting from the time it was declared. Because then, before it was overturned, there was another standing ruling that was already made by the High Court, stopping it. And will you really get this house You know, they do it like you will get the how. Hizi nyumba hakuna Mkenya ataishi ndani. Wale wako na pesa wataenda kununua hizi manyumba. Lakini hii ushuru wanakata. Hakuna vile utapata hii pesa. Yaani inakunywa maji. You imagine a poor teacher earning 40,000, 50,000, 30,000. You want to contribute for the houses that someone else is going to buy. And you will never afford it. So it is grabbing from the poor and funding the rich without minding anything. And they are very determined to do so. Sasa hapo ndio hii serikali imetufikisha. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section for continuation of this conversation. Thank you so much. And by the way, if you have not yet subscribed and you have reached this far, please just consider to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and share if possible. Thank you and see you in our next video.